Millions of people watch every presidential debate, but there is a whole world that you don't see on that live, polished broadcast. And that's why I'm here at LMU in Los Angeles to take you behind the scenes and show you what it's really like to be at a presidential debate. Out front you see satellite trucks to broadcast this debate, and that is the debate hall here at LMU. We're gonna go inside there first because we're about 90 minutes from the start of the debate, but they've asked me not to talk. So I'll have to just narrate what you're seeing after we go inside. As soon as I walked in, it felt sort of tight because you've got these platforms set up for the TV cameras and lights, and they're blocking the view of quite a few people in the hall. It's all inside what's normally a gym at LMU, so you have bleachers over on the far left, and then when I walked right up to the stage, you see the podiums where the 7 candidates will debate, and they're much closer to the moderators than it looks on TV. Now, if you're wondering who actually gets to watch the debate in person, well, it's mostly elected officials, big party donors, and influencers. Not the social kind, the political kind. That's the debate hall. The thing that I'm always amazed by is how much bigger it looks on TV than it really is. It's not a huge venue. And just right across the way, this is the media center. That's what some people call the spin room. You know why they call it that, right? Because the candidates or the candidates' staff will come in here, talk to members of the media, and try to spin their version of what happened on stage. So you see the Los Angeles TV station set up here, all of the networks set up along here. Right now, it's pretty calm, but after the debate, this room is gonna be packed. It's gonna be crazy. So we are now less than half an hour before the debate begins. We are here with Conan Nolan, political reporter from NBC here in LA. Conan, you've covered a few of these debates, yeah?
Yep.
And we hear they're already sort of getting things revved up on stage in the debate hall. For people that have only ever watched a debate, never been to one of these, what's really surprising about being here?
Sometimes I think there's a disadvantage to the reporters who are in the room all together watching the debate as we have here, because that's not the audience. You're not the audience. The audience is at home in America. But what they are missing is the feeling you get from the people who are the individuals who turn out on behalf of each candidate,
right.
The surrogates. You can tell after the debate, based on their responses, how well do they think this candidate did, and it gives you a sense as to whether or not candidate A may have gotten the better of candidate B in a way that maybe you wouldn't have realized just watching it at home.
Excellent. Great insight, Conan.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Right after I talked to Conan, the debate started, and all the reporters pretty much plant themselves for the next 3 hours because as soon as the debate's over, the spin room goes crazy. So it was really interesting that for the reporters who are here that weren't part of a big network, they sort of crowd around the door where most of the candidates enter the spin room, of course hoping to get an interview with them. Amy Klobuchar was in first, wearing that dark purple. Tom Steyer did a round of interviews. Andrew Yang was shaking hands and snapping some pics. Pete Buttigieg is on the far right here doing a live interview. And there's also the candidates' press teams with these big signs there wandering around doing interviews too. All right, let's give you some real behind the scenes now. This is what's live on MSNBC right now. Vaughn Hilliard interviewing Elizabeth Warren. And now let me show you what it looks like in real life. This mob of people, excuse me, is gathered around that interview that you were just watching on TV. She's all the way up there. Everyone's gathered around because they're hoping that as soon as she's finished with that interview with MSNBC, that maybe she will talk to the rest of the people out here. The interview's over, so let's see. Nope, she is just rushing out. And that is what it's like to be in the spin room, and that's also what it's like to be behind the scenes at a presidential debate.